Hey guys, it's Dana and it's time to talk about money, and we're going to talk about 5 different budgeting methods. So let's get to it. Yes, we're in my car. I've been sick lately and finding time to film has been tough. So I'm at one of my kids' activities and we're going to do this thing. We're going to talk about budgeting methods from my car. Budgeting is one of the most powerful tools when it comes to financing. And that means that you have a plan for your money. In simplest terms, it's very important. If you don't have a plan for your money, then your money is just going to skip off and do whatever the heck it wants to do. And you're going to have no idea where it went and why. So if you have a budget, if you have a plan, you'll feel more in control, you'll be more in control, and there are lots of different ways to budget. So I'm going to share with you 5 methods, and if you stick with me to the end of the video, I'll share with you which one it is that we personally use in our family and which one's my favorite. Okay, so let's start with at the top with the most easiest one to do, the least flexible, and that is the 50-30-20 method. And that means that 50% of your income is going towards your needs and 30% are going towards your wants. And then the remainder, the 20% left over, is going towards your debt payoff and to savings. So this is the simplest, easiest one to do, to design, to set up for yourself, but it's also the most rigid. If you are looking for something that's a little bit more flexible, you can use what's called the 60% solution, where 60% goes towards your set expenses, things that don't change, like your mortgage, your rent, lights, food, water, and then the remainder, the 40% left over, goes towards whatever you want it to go towards. So this is a lot more flexible, right? You can set that 40% left over, you can split it apart into whatever category you want to place it in. So that could be savings, it could be fun money, it could be debt payoff, whatever you decide. Then we have the zero-based budgeting method. This is the one that Dave Ramsey recommends. This is where you decide every single dollar that comes in. So for the month, you have a set amount of money. Say you make $5,000 or $10,000 in a month, then you would assign every single one of those dollars to a category. This is pretty rigid. Also, you have to, really be detailed and make sure that you are not overfunding certain categories over others and you're not leaving yourself in a lurch at the end of the month. But basically, it just means that you have taken every single dollar that you know is coming in and you have earmarked it for something very specific. Next is the pay yourself first method. And this is just what it sounds like. You pay yourself first, either your savings, emergency fund savings, your investments. This helps you to prioritize your own savings or your own financial goals above everything else. Then lastly is for those who want to keep things very simple, which is the 80-20 method of budgeting. This one is very similar to the first one we talked about, which is the 50-30-20 rule. However, you take 80% of your income and that goes towards your set expenses, and then 20% goes towards debt repayment or savings. This method is really good if you don't want to spend a lot of time calculating different buckets. You just want to keep it extremely simple. Then you could do the 80-20. Now, as far as which budgeting method works for you, you can obviously tailor any of these to fit your own lifestyle, your own financial goals. You can make anything as flexible as you want it to be. The point is that you have a plan. And we personally do the 60% rule. That is the one that we do. However, it fluctuates, right? From year to year, we might decide to change it up. The point is that you're paying attention, that you're looking at your money, that you are making a budget, making a plan, so that way you can stay in control and you tell your money what to do. It's not just leaving or, misbehaving. You want that money to behave, so you got to tell it what to do. So just pick one and then you can kind of tailor it to your needs as time goes on. It's not important really which one specifically you decide to go with, but if you're new to budgeting, then just, pick one. And if you would like more detail on it, I'm going to link below a blog post where I wrote up all of these in a lot more detail. So you can go ahead and read through it and decide which one it is that you want to start with, and then just pick it and start with it. Start budgeting, start writing everything down, assigning the money to different categories, different buckets, and then you can, like I said, tweak it or change it as time goes goes on, and then you can kind of make it fun. From year to year, have a budgeting meeting with your partner or with yourself, and then make a decision like what we're going to do in this next coming year with our money, how we're going to split apart our categories, how we're going to budget everything. Okay, and it can be fun. It can actually be a lot of fun to do this every new year. I have been very sick. I've just been so sick for the past few weeks. It's been really hard for me to film. So I'm at one of my kids' activities, and I figured, well, while I'm waiting, I'll just film a video in this manner. So I apologize if you don't like it, but this is hopefully not going to be a regular thing, but you know, I figured it's better to film than to not film. So here we are in my old car. But at least the sun's out and it's not too cold today. So last time I filmed in my car, I was freezing. It was so cold. All right, you guys. So I'm going to film another video next talking about budgeting mistakes. So hope to see you there if that video is already out. If not, and you are interested in, what did I do last? What was my last video? What was it? Oh, what to do with your paycheck. How could I forget? If you would like to know what to do with your paycheck when you get it, I'll go ahead and link that video here so you can check that out. And if you do, I'll see you there. Okay, bye guys.